Good morning. I hear something right around my head. um, Today is the 26th of May, 2026. The time now is 4:51. Um, Let me see what time it was when I got on here. It was 4:22. So when woke up, I woke up to let me see. I woke up to um seeing these activities outside. And so when I woke up, I just began to pray in tongues because I was under attack. Um, I hear something right around my forehead. That's why it's the thing right there. But when I woke up, I could feel that hot energy rushing up my private part, and I could feel attacks against my heart. So I just began to pray in tongues, and I'm gonna show what was going on outside. I hope you can see all the energy that's behind. These are not pixels. Cause somebody was saying there might have been a game stalker that said it. Talking about you talking about them things look like pixels. This is energy in this house. We are submerged in it. We've been submerged in energy for years now. That's why I keep telling everybody if you have those smart meters on your home and you own your own home, you need to have it taken off because those are weapons. I can't do nothing about it because I don't own nothing, you know. So I have to just deal with the landlord, which the landlord, they know what's going on. They're getting paid to allow it to happen. And this is my sister's. She pay rent here. I pay rent where I live at, which is I'm here more than I am home. Put it like that. Because I take care of her. They've done this to her. She can't even walk. She can't even roll over. She can do nothing but lay there and cry because they making her see things. She was last night before I went to bed, which was around. It was after 1 o'clock. I remember looking at the clock, and she was crying because they makes her see things because I can't see it. Whatever it is she's looking at. And I kind of think it's the thing that's be flying around out here. Could be in her room, and she can see it. They make sure that they can control the mind. They're hacking our brain. They're hacking our bodies. They're hacking our life, and they're destroying us. And I don't think they're human. I really don't think they're human, and I really think there are a lot of them. And I do think that they are gang stalkers. I feel like when they first start gang stalking, they're human and they get secure in their gang stalking and keep going to these places and end up something else coming home instead of them. They switch them out because these people, if these are human beings, they are heartless. When I say heartless, I mean heartless. That's why I don't think they're human. They don't have a conscience unless they being possessed by something. Because I did see a video where this woman said if they see, uh, what the word she say, If they have like some type of emotion where they feel sorry or something like that, they can take it out. So they can take compassion out. So these could be still human, but they the same humans that was here when we first moved here. I'll put it like that. They done something to these people because they are heartless and they attack us 24 hours a day. But I don't think they all human. I really don't think that woman that lived in front of us, Sonia Wilson, I really don't think she's human. But anyway, I'm going to turn this around so you can see what was out there when I woke up. Look at her window. That's been on all night long. Look how bright the sky is. Now this is at 4:04. I'm gonna take it back to 2 o'clock. You see how dark it is right here? I'm gonna go down the timeline. This is at 2:24 and it's getting light. At 2:24, it's getting lighter and lighter. And the sun shouldn't be coming up at 2:24, 2:37. That's 3:17. Okay, so this is around the time I woke up and I began to pray in tongues. And as I was praying in tongues, it was looking like these things was trying to leave from over here and go somewhere else, I guess. But if you look clear, there's a pathway looking like it's coming from over here. Because I do believe this guy right here is doing a lot. A lot of this stuff is coming from him. And I'm going to take it back to a couple of nights ago, not last night, maybe about 2 nights ago. What's today? Today is it Tuesday? So it may have been Sunday or Saturday. They show how these are types. When this stuff is coming up like this is somebody doing this. This is what I woke up to. And I began to pray. And I mean, actually, when I started praying, I began to pray in the Indian language. And I've never done that. Well, as soon as I started praying, I prayed in the Indian language. Normally, I'll be praying and it switch over to the Indian language. But when I started praying tonight, it went directly into the Indian language. And so I don't know. It's still out there. But they was just like it was, I don't know why I did that. Because I don't normally pray in the Indian language. But there have to be a reason why I was praying in the Indian language. And I said I wanted to video this because it's not even raining out there now. And so today is Tuesday. I'm going to go to, yeah, this is the day. All night long, from midnight until 5:30 something. When it's turning day, to the turning day, and you'll see that it, why is daybreak, you don't see that. It's so, I don't know if it still be out there, but it's not showing movement. Right here, it's not showing movement. That's why I think this is something someone is doing. These are attacks on our life. They're all the way around. All the way around. And see, you don't see the movement any in the back. It's just in the front. All the way across, you see yellow. All the way across, you see yellow. But you don't see it from this direction. So it's coming from someone is attacking from here, which is on the porch, and here, which is the camera warning, which is at the end of the house. But his window, I could see him. This right here. You see that window right there? He's in that window doing something. Him and that old man, I believe, and probably Sonya too. But I do believe these are where the attacks are coming from. These three houses in front of us. These are attacks. Look at his van. There, there, and there. And if you go outside, you don't see nothing, but you can feel it. Cause that's what I used to do. I don't do it now. When I see this stuff happening, I would go outside. I wouldn't see nothing, but I can feel an energy. Now this happened Sunday, Sunday morning. We've been going through this since we've been here. And then they were doing it at the other house too. I don't know about the first house, because this is the third house that we've been in the last 10 years. Now the first house I didn't have cameras, but I was under attack. I don't know about my sister, but she started being attacked in Robertson County. When we was in Robertson County, we both was under attack. They just started attacking us differently because they started attacking her brain, where they was attacking my heart and my stomach, which is what these attacks now, my heart and my stomach, and they still attacking her brain, but they attacking her body too, because I can feel this heat when I touch her. And when they sending this heat, this, I don't know if it's what they call a caustic air, it makes your skin hot. It even gets in the animals. I can feel it in them. Now this happened Sunday. So I'm out of the system. This is now. You can see the energy out there. You can see right there. There's a light coming from his house. The old people. Now, Sonya, her light be coming in front of this bush which you can't see right now. If it was raining harder, you'll be able to see it. You can see, yeah, you can see a little. I can see a little bit right here. You can see it through there. But then you look right there. Look in her window. And like I say, if when I go outside, as soon as I open the door, something is at the door, because she got something pointed right at this house. He got something in the back of his house. It be blinking, pulsating, or whatever you want to call it. It is pointing right at this house. The old people, they have something that's coming right at this house. So I don't go outside because these people attacks me. when we order pack something that coming through the mail, this guy right here be in his yard hiding behind something or in the backyard, and he tell them to put it right at the edge of the porch, so I have to come all the way out so that he can attack me. This is what he does, and so I'm going to close out now. You can see something, okay, over here. In the other night, I said I was seeing some type of light, and then I didn't see it. It got dark. I couldn't find the light. Oh, excuse me. So I'm gonna close out now. They got my back and stuff all messed up. Would it be attacking my back, my spine? But like I said, I don't think they're human. You know what? I'm gonna turn it around so I can say what I got to say. Okay. And as I was saying, I don't think they're human, and I think they need us. That's why they're attacking us so bad. Because as they put something in us, they taking something out. Um, when we was at the other house, there was two houses behind us. There was a brown house on this side and a beige house on this side. On the beige house, on the top of it, there was a flying saucer. And out of that flying saucer was uh, illuminated blue light that was shining in the brown house all the way from the front all the way to the back, because the curtains was loose. I mean, was slightly open, and you can see through every window. I don't know what made me go look, because I was looking in my sister's bathroom, because all the rest of the windows I had aluminum foil on it. That was the only window in her bathroom that I didn't put foil on, because they were shooting inside the house. It was going inside the house and hitting the walls. So I put aluminum foil so I could see how much they were shooting. They were shooting a lot, even through the door. And one day my daughter came home. I don't know what made her do that. She didn't even talk to me or nothing. She just came home and changed the furniture around and moved the TV, because the TV used to be at the back door, which was a glass back door, and there was a couch there. And she came and moved the couch to the other side of the room and moved the TV to the other side of the room. I didn't even say nothing. I just let her do it. But when they was shooting, they was hitting the TV. And where she moved the chair was in front of a window. So one day I was sitting there in that on that couch, and I started getting really, really hot. See, that stuff is still out there. I may turn it back around when I finish saying what I got to say. I started feeling really, really hot, and I started feeling funny, and so I said I better get up from here before I pass out. And I went in my daughter's room and I sat on her bed, telling her what was going on, and I just fell over, and I couldn't move. All I could do was pray in tongues. So I began to pray in tongues. As I began to pray in tongues, I began to feel the presence of the power of the Holy Spirit come over me. And I started feeling stronger. I started getting, the Holy Spirit put strength in me. But as I lay there, I could feel energy coming out of her window. Because her, well, mine was too, but I didn't sleep in my room. In the house that was right in front of us, there was a lot of cars over there. A lot of gang stalkers, black men. There would be some black women, but they didn't stay there. Just the men would stay there, and they would have their cars, like the lights on their cars on all the time. That energy, when they have their lights on like that, it's releasing direct energy, and it'd be like a cloud. And the reason I know it would be like a cloud, one of my cameras malfunctioned because none of the other cameras you could put in the window at nighttime and it was video. It would always reflect back, but this one wouldn't. It would actually video. So that's the one I kept. I would move from place to place. And so one day I had it in the dining room window and it was beginning to turn night. And it videoed that energy on the porch. It was like a cloud on the porch, but you could see little creatures coming out of that that foggy looking stuff that was on the porch, and they was moving around. It looked kind of like 4-leaf clovers, and I probably still have that video, but you can't see the little creatures. And that's why I'm saying these people can do things and take things out of your videos, and how they doing this stuff, I don't know. Because I was at my apartment and I was cutting my grass, and it was two white ladies, one lady maybe my age and one older, and they came and sat down. Them the electrical boxes, the big electrical boxes, they sat on it and started watching me cleaning up my yard. So I stopped cleaning up the yard and I went and sat down and I started videoing them. And I went and sat down because I had security system on the porch over my door, and I wanted it to video her. And then I started videoing her with my cell phone. So she snatched up and got up and walked and started walking. So when I checked both cameras, it did not show her sitting down. Neither one of them. My security system didn't show it, nor my phone camera. When they showed her, she was walking down the street. Didn't even get her sitting down. And they should have got her sitting down. And just like uh, I was at the other house that we rent for Velma, and there was a black man and his daughter that was gang stalking the house beside us. They were the first one, the gang stalkers in that house, and his daughter was coming by, and so I had some glasses that were video, didn't get her. Neither nothing. The glasses didn't get her, nor the videos. My security system. I'm trying to tell you, these people are not human. And the daddy, I was walking around the house, putting something down that somebody, I had made something I made, following things I saw on YouTube, and I made some of it, and I was putting it down around the house. And so he knew what I was getting ready to do. So he went and sat in his car. And so when I got to the end of the house, his car was sitting right here, and I was. It's they your when you leave your yard, you could go into somebody else's yard. And so he said, "Hello, ma'am." And when I looked at him, all I saw was white. his eye went up in his head. I said, "Hey," and went and did what I and did went and did what I did, and I heard him say, "You know, we got to get that, don't you?" But he didn't because they tricked me. I started having some of the most demonic, perverted dreams, and I thought that it was making me have those dreams, but they was making me have those dreams so that I think that those things, because I had one by my bed, and they can make you have some of the most. They don't even make sense. The dreams that they can make you have, and that's what I thought it was. I went and got all of them up and threw them in the trash. But then I found realized that they was making me have these dreams, and so that's when I started wearing the aluminum. Cause this girl told me to wrap it like 16 times of aluminum and make me a hat. So I did it, and the dream stopped when I did that. But they can cause you to do things that you would normally do. That's why when I say when these boys be going in these, they be doing these shootings and doing these weird things. I think this is something that they made them do. Cause see, we don't know that what they doing to these children, but I know for a fact they can make you do something you wouldn't normally do. Now that video that they got out there, I didn't do that. I did something that I wouldn't normally do, but it won't that. I ain't gonna say what it was, but when I did it, I came back to my senses and I asked God, why would I do that? And He said, treat it like it's a demon. And I did. I come against a demon. And I felt something lift off of me. And that's why I know that you can have you can have the Holy Spirit in you, and you can still have a spirit on you too, a bad spirit, and you have to bind it and loose it off of you and cast it into hell. And I don't let these things control me anymore. But they can control you. They can cause you to do things that you wouldn't normally do. Look at the energy. And so let's see if I can get back into the system. Okay, I was able to get back into the system so I can show what they're doing. Anyway, I'm gonna put it on pause and I'm gonna turn it back around and then I'm gonna cut it off. When it rains, it looked like there's something mixed in the rain flying around. I don't think it's all rain. And this right here, this is one of the things that you see flying around and it's caught in a spider web. Okay, I'm gonna cut it off.